and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that looks to answer exactly those. I'm Rebecca Felgate, and today I am delving deeper into our World War series by having a look at what weapons would be used in World War III. To keep things cheery, let's start with the nukes. So, right now the world has around 15,500 nuclear warheads, the majority of which belong to Russia and the USA. However, only around 10,000 are in military service. Don't worry though, 10,000 is plenty enough to do some damage, especially when you hear about the most powerful nukes in the arsenal. The biggest bomb America has is the B-83, big enough to kill 1.4 million people in 24 hours, with a further 3.7 million likely to die from their injuries. The former USSR tested the Tsar bomber, which has the ability to kill 7.6 million and injure a further 4 million. There is no doubt that Russia is in possession of something similar, and you don't want to be around if it's ever detonated. The smallest, shortest range nuclear weapon is the Davy Crockett, a W54 weapon weighing only 51 pounds. This can be launched by a recoilless gun mounted on a jeep. Big or small, currently various treaties do not allow the deployment of these weapons, but in a worst case scenario, they could be used in World War III. Other countries with nukes legally are France, the UK and China, with Pakistan, India, Israel and North Korea also in possession of nuclear weapons, but not bound by any treaty. If any nuclear weapon is deployed, we could see the launch of several in retaliation, until further treaties were signed to stop their use. After all, the death tolls would be unfathomable. Now we have the weapons of mass destruction out of the way, what else would be used? Well, we already know that the Syrian government has used the chemical weapon sarin on their own people. This is a violation of international law. If war broke out, I imagine we would see more of this illegal substance that attacks the nervous system, leaving the victims foaming at the mouth. It is very unlikely that countries such as the United States, China, Russia and Japan would use chemical weapons because their international standing would be severely threatened, although there is still a small chance. There are ways countries can do damage without weapons of mass destruction, and it is likely these would be used in favor of nukes because of the potential counter-strike repercussions. Instead, Navy and aviation attacks using non-nuclear missiles and bombs are likely to be launched. Currently, the USA has close to 9,000 tanks, 14,000 aircrafts and 72 submarines. Its biggest advantage is its strong fleet of 10 aircraft carriers. The US Navy is in proud possession of railguns, reportedly a game changer in naval firepower. The gun is powered by a flow of electrons and can generate 32 megajoules of power. Meanwhile, China has 9,000 tanks, close to 3,000 aircraft and 67 submarines. Russia has over 15,300 tanks, 55 submarines and 3,429 aircraft, including a 5th generation fighter jet. Unlike other wars, I would imagine ground fighting would be at a minimum, meaning army personnel wouldn't see so much ground combat as in previous wars. This would mean less guns, which have kind of become somewhat primitive in warfare. Nuclear bombs, regular bombs, missiles, guns. There is one weapon we have not yet talked about that may be key in future attacks: the internet. If a third world war was to take place, it is possible people will use cyber intelligence to attack countries' infrastructure and information networks. We already know that there was cyber intervention in the American presidential elections, and that really is the tip of the iceberg as to what is possible. Websites can be shut down, private data can be accessed for criminal gain or political disruption, and of course to obtain government secrets, harming our defense mechanisms. With the worldwide arsenal as it is, we had better hope that World War III does not involve nuclear weapons. However, the likelihood is that it will. Of all of the weapons combined, these are the most dangerous and can cause the most damage. In the words of Albert Einstein, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." So that's all I have for you in this episode of Life's Biggest Questions. Do you guys have anything to say on the topic? If so, please leave me your thoughts and comments in the comments section down below. For now, I'm Rebecca Felgate. Remember to stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.